Hey there, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to take you through about a 10-minute snowboard-specific strengthening workout. These are all on our Snowga membership, which I put out a new high-intensity interval training workout every single week. This is probably the 7th core-based workout with unique exercises. I'll explain why we're doing it, how to do it. Today you will need a series of bands, if you can see behind me. I have a couple of larger bands. You will need a kettlebell. Ideally, you don't absolutely need it, but I highly recommend it. And then you will need small bands like these if you have them. Again, not completely necessary, but highly recommended. All right, I think that's it. We have 7 movements. Let's see, 6 movements. 6 roughly movements. Each one's about 30 to 15 to 30 seconds. And yeah, let's get our sweat on. First one we're doing is a banded leg knee pull. So essentially it's a reverse crunch, I'm sorry. And little secret here, put your knees in here and it won't come undone. So we're getting supine on our backs. All right, here we go. So eccentric, slow return back. And I'm actually gonna move forward or back here. I'm pushing the floor away if I need. So this is approaching that rectus, the kind of the meat and potatoes. So we add that eccentric return. And if you want to make it harder, you can add the isometric hold. Breathe out on the way back. All right, next one. Half lunge with a pallof press. So I get my band ready. I get my kettlebell. I'll show you why we're doing what we're doing. And I hold out just like so. And I can move it around, forward and back. That's adding some instability. And we're going to switch here. Again, we're adding that counter rotation, shoulder isometric strength, and then we're adding that instability with the kettlebell. Those are tough. All right, moving on quickly. Side plank rows with the band. So I'll show you first, side plank row. So I get my side plank. Eccentric return, slow on the way back. Powerful. We're doing 30 seconds of this, so take your time. So we add those obliques, the rectus, and the isometric, responsible for general flexion, control of the pelvis and spine. We add a little bit of that rotation as well. Good, other side. If I want to make this harder, let me show you here. I can go on one hand and add a raised leg. See if you can do it here. There you go. Those are hard. We're constantly doing that rotation, counter rotation, snowboarding, maintain our balance. This is great for that. All right, reverse banded, or sorry, I'm gonna call these mobility curls. So I start here. Each spine, each level is moving at a resisted range of motion. And then I bring up my shoulders, pulls me back up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and reach back close. And again, slowly on the way down, it's that band slowly releases from my hands. And then slowly back up. Good. All right, side plank, walks with a band. Go ahead and grab your small band, just like it sounds. Plank position. We add that abduction with the arms. So we add that shoulder stability component, as well as that isometric core strength. So you see my butt's kind of up. I can come forward, stacking my shoulders. I'm not holding my breath. Good. All right, and then we have a couple series. We have some banded plank ropes. So I'll show you what those look like. So first I'll get in a plank position first, and I'm pulling that rope through. Let's actually move it down. Unfortunately, I don't have a rope, but this is what I have closest to it. So I'm pulling that rope through on a one-armed plank position. Good. So same thing this time, except now I'm pulling that sideways, all right? So same thing, here we go. So I can kind of add a rotation component to this if I want, or I can just pull it through, and you should feel that in your shoulders as well. Good. All right, quickly back to the first exercise. Those reverse curls. Here we go. So we had some resistance. Core is like any other muscle. To create hypertrophy, you need a little bit of extra resistance. You don't need a ton. Good. All right, let me get our mats out again. Here we go. Making sure to breathe. Shoulders should be on fire. Good, switch to the other side. Good job. That one's tough. All right, quickly. Side plank rows. Left side again. If I want to make this a little bit easier, I can just go on my knees. Let me show you like this. Or I can take longer breaks in between. Otherwise, stack those feet lengthwise, fully extended. Keep going. Last one. Good job. All right, and switch. Here we go. I'm gonna show you this way. I'm gonna turn my body so that resistance is different. So again, it's kind of that rotation component, but it's also a shoulder strengthener. Upper back, obliques, all that great stuff. All right, call that mobility curl again. Here we go. Here we go, slowly each vertebrae, one at a time. I'm allowing that resistance band to slowly move through my hands. I'm also utilizing my core though to lower myself. One more time. This should feel pretty good. And up, and then slow on the way back. Good. All right, side plank, walks. Grab your band. Good, and then back. Pause, and then back. Good. All right, almost done. Let's see, banded rope pull through. So let's lower our rope here. Here we go. So let's try it on an elbow this time. See if that makes a difference. Good. And other side. Notice how my hips and my shoulders are starting to come up because I'm fatigued. Try to keep those parallel as much as the best you can. All right. So this time, side rope pull throughs. So again, I'm going to try my elbow. I can add that rotation component if I want, or I can just pretend to pull it through. All right. Good, other side. Sorry, I was doing those wrong. Good job. Okay, there's the evidence. Good job, thanks for joining me. All of these are beneficial for snowboarding in one way or the other, whether that's just general endurance with your rectus to be able to control where your spine, connecting your upper and lower extremities, and just giving you overall control on the board, your obliques, transverse abdominis, any type of side bending, rotation, which we do a lot of with rotation. We incorporated some general rotation, counter rotation, some of that overall endurance, isometric strength. But it was 10 minutes of a snowboard specific core strengthening workout. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time.